everyone, Amanda here from scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. I'm just sharing some crafting for me, I'm calling it. And these are shabby vintage style tags. They're absolutely lovely. The chipboard tags that I've made. And I have used digital print images that I have purchased from Arty Maze. I've been playing about with creating junk journals and such like, and I really love the shabby vintage style, and so I've created these two tags. I have used chipboard, which I saved from the back of 12 by 12 paper stacks that I get a lot of. So I'm just going to give you a quick run through, and then I'm going to make one with you, maybe give you a bit of inspiration, I don't know. But so yeah, so the digital images come and you just cut them out basically and ink them and decorate them and do what you want with them. So this is the digital image, and this is a smaller one as well, which I have actually die cut this one and popped it up on dimensionals, and we've got some eyelash wool type stuff there, and a little flower and a bow that I've gleaned from somewhere. We've got a small cabochon, and then I have used my crocodile to punch a hole, and I've finally found my my vintage looking eyelets, so that's good. And then I've just put a variety of lace and trims and a bit more of the eyelash wool and some velvet ribbon and satin ribbon through there, and just tied it in a knot. It just makes it a little touchy feeling, it's nice. And then in the back I have used just scrapbooking paper. This is not a digital image, and what I've done is one of the things that was part of the journal kit that I got is these little tabs. Now these are supposed to be to put on the side of pages or whatever, or flip points and things like that. So I've used those to hold this tag in the back, or journaling card, whatever. So you can slide it in or out, like so, like that. So I just thought that was a cute idea. So we've got just that, again, that's a digiprint image that I've cut out, or you can just tuck it in like that, but it does hold it, you know, it doesn't fall off. So I thought that was a neat idea. So that's one, and then this one is another beautiful digiprint, and on the roses here, I don't know if it's going to show in this light. No, it's not showing very good, but that one a bit better. But the roses on both of these I have actually very carefully painted with Wink Stella as well. I don't know if you'll see it in this light. And I've inked all the edges with Distress ink. I think it's walnut stain. And again, I've added another hole, tied some, this is Marilyn Merlot and copper ribbon. I absolutely love it, and it was my last piece. So, you know, I'm using up scraps. Bit more eyelash trim, one of the little, what do they call them? Them little pins? Garment pins. I found those in my stash as well. I was digging around in the drawers in my craft room yesterday for all kind of things that I could make these with. These butterflies are also part of the Arty Maze Digi image. I think it's a Shabby Chic one. It's like a full kit that you buy and print out. And so I've inked that, and then I've made it all dimensional there, so it kind of looks like it's puffer, and I've done that with just using dimensionals. So it does work. And then this little flower I managed to find. I need to get some flowers. Since I joined Stampin' Up, my kind of crafty stash of shabby chic style stuff has just depleted, and then when I moved I did get rid of loads of stuff, so I need to get some more. And then I just made the Live Love Laugh myself, because I did have some word beads, but I don't know if I've thrown them out when I moved. I did have to get rid of a lot of stuff, I don't know. So I've created these myself, and they are stamped. And I did use, I'll just quickly show you, I did use the labeler alphabet, which is really good because they are all individual, so it can be a little bit fiddly, but the advantage is that you can spell whatever word you want, and they're nice, and they're quite a nice small size as well for journaling and tag making, so that's really useful. And then on the back of this one, I got some of the pockets from the kit, and I just had to make them a little bit smaller, so I just folded them in a bit further than you would normally. Attach that, and then here we've got a little, I've made that little tag, and then we've got one of the little jars that opens up and you can write in it. And these are all part of the kit as well. I'm loving it. I'm really, really enjoying it. And this is just crafting for me. Crafting for the fun of it, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. So I'm going to make one really, really quickly, and then I've got a set of 3, and then my crafting for today is complete. So as I say, I've got my chipboard. It's lightweight chipboard, you know, it's flexible, it's not stiff, but it's good enough for tags. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it on the back of there. I've had my my order came yesterday, so I now have glue again, which is awesome. Okay, so I'll just glue that all over, stick it to the corner. I've got my glue gun on at the side of my hot glue gun, I will tell you, and I've also, just out of your eye shot, I don't know if shall I zoom out so you can see. Can you see my desk? You can see a bit. I've got like a big selection of things all around me because I don't know what I'm going to put on it. I haven't decided. I might not put an awful lot on this because we've got this lovely lady. I think she's super pretty. She doesn't need loads of stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. I've got some appliques and I've got some lace out, and I've got, what else have I got? I've got some more eyelash trim, and I've got some seam binding, and I've got some charms. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll see. I'll try and be quick, but don't know. Just a crafty day. All of my work is nearly done for Christmas. I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. I'm just going to sit, and we are going away over New Year, but the rest of the time we will be at home, and I am going to just sit and craft my fingers off in and between, running about after my family. But on the quiet times when nobody's really doing anything, or they're sat watching TV, I'm not much of a TV watcher, me, it bores me. I have to be doing something. So when they are chillaxing, I can just come in here, and I'm going to make, well, I've got plans to do myself a beautiful journal, and maybe do some videos along the way of embellishments and things, see if I can come up with some ideas to share with you, and just craft. I love crafting. I miss crafting that isn't for work, because for so long I have done it where it has been kind of work orientated. I think I need to even the balance and get back to making a mess. I so enjoyed doing a swap that I've done recently that I'm gonna send out stuff, even if it's not a mutual swap. I'm just gonna send out crafty parcels in the new year. So I'm gonna make heaps of stuff, so I've got it all ready and to hand. So I'm just gonna distress this with good old distress ink. I will just say, please don't ask me where to buy anything that isn't Stampin' Up, because I won't tell you. You'll have to just go look for it. I'm not allowed to leave links, because, you know, that is my job. So although I do use other crafty items, please don't ask me where to get them, because I cannot give you links. I'll get in trouble. Okay? Just go and look for it on Amazon or something, I don't know. So, there we go. But if you want any other tips or sizes or anything, feel free. Right. So I'm using my crocodile, which I absolutely love this tool. I just want to put holes in everything just because it's fun. And I'm just going to put a hole in the top, kind of central. I'm not measuring it. I'm not into complete precision. and perfection, because I don't think things need to be absolutely perfect. Excuse me. I seem to have had this cough for ages. If I haven't got a cough, I've burnt my hand. If I haven't burnt my hand, I've done something else. The other day I fell in the middle of the road tripping up over my dogs. So I've got a big scab on my knee and all my hips bruised. Honestly, I think I'm ready for old people's home or something. I don't know. Deary me. Right, so I'm setting this eyelet. There we go. That's that bit done. So now I've got to think how I want to decorate it. Let me have a think. I want to put something on the back too. Was I going to put a pocket on the back? I want to put something. I've got some tags here, a collection of tags that I do want to add to the back, because I'm going to be gifting this. So the gift is not just a tag, but it's also like the bits and bobs of ephemera that the person can use in their crafting. So she can take these bits and bobs off and use them and make stuff out of them. I am going to make the little tuck spot using these page tabs, like I did on my other one. So then you just fold them in half. I'm absolutely adoring this digital kit. I can't stop printing it out. I sent my husband to go and get some really nice paper, because I only had cheap print, copy paper. So I sent him off to the office supplies where he gets his stuff from work, and said, go and find me some decent weight of paper. Told him what to look for, and bless him, he come back. So yeah, I'm loving them, and I'm really loving doing the junk journals, although mine will probably be quite heavily digital images rather than coffee stained paper, just because I don't know, well, I don't have time for coffee dyeing a load of paper for a start. But also I do quite like the idea of it looking really pretty, and almost, I do like mini albums, but I don't have the patience to do all of that binding and all of that silliness. So a junk journal sort of format is a better, it's just more doable for me. But I do think that I like the pretty and the, so we'll see. We'll see what we come up with. I've got a couple of ideas in my head. Right, that's one. I do just ink on the inside, just to make sure that when you've glued it together you can't see any of the white. Right, I've inked that within an inch of its life. I think it's alright now. So what we're going to do is, let's have a look, let's get some pretty ones. That's that one and that one, I think. So I'm gluing them together so that the glue's shut, first of all, obviously, like so. And then I'm going to, I haven't cut that one out terribly straight, but you know what, it doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to put a bead of glue along the bottom edge there. And I'm going to just centralise it and leave that a minute to dry. I think if you're going to tuck anything into anything, you do need wet glue rather than tape, because as probably other people have said, no doubt, you'll find that stuff sticks to the tape, and then you can't get them out. That's well annoying. So the wet glue is better. Another thin bead there on that bit, and then turn it the other way. And let me just see if that's going to fit. Move it down a bit. There we go. So I know that's going to fit. So then I'm getting my collection of stuff together, like so. I'll stick that on there like that. I've got some little paper clips somewhere. What have I done with them? A bit on there. Huge disgrace, which is currently, oh, they're here, which is currently my desk. I know they're Christmassy ones, that's no good. I don't know where they are, I'll have to find them later. I have got some mini ones somewhere. So for now, I'll just quickly use a big one, but I will replace that with a mini paper clip because I do have some. Oh, that's upside down. It's upside down. Beg your pardon. Oh, I'm throwing it across the room now. Right. Ticket. And we have a little tag there. Put that there. Remind myself to replace that later with a small mini paper clip and get rid of this big old brass one that doesn't match. Although I might leave that on and then the lady that gets this could use it to make that banner with. That's an idea. Lift that up. Just move that paper clip over ever so slightly. That's better. There we go. And that holds all that in the back of that tag. So I think that's a really cool idea. Right, so I'm going to decorate her now. Let's have a look. What shall we put on? I've got a selection of laces and trims here. I've got this applique, which I may just... I quite like it, so I think I'm going to cut it up and I think I'm going to stick it on, although it covers up that image. I just like it, so we're going to cut it up. It's quite bizarre that I have been, like, over the last few days, scrabbling around in my crafty stash for lace and stuff like that. Because I used to sell it and I used to have it literally piled up to the roof. I'm not even joking. And now I need it. I have got none. So I might have to go shopping. I might have to go lace shopping. Although I won't be selling it again. That ship's sailed. So yeah, no, we will not be reviving the lace shop. Couldn't think of anything worse right now. No, thank you very much. I'm quite liking semi-retirement. Right, so I'm going to stick that on there like so. And it's got little rhinestones on. It's beautiful. I think I will find the supplier where I got these and get myself a couple because I've only got a few of those left. I think I might just... Yeah, we'll add that flower there as well. So when I've done this, I will then have my set of 3 that I wanted to create, and I'll be a happy bunny. And we're good to go. We're cooking with gas. We'll stick that there. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so I do like these, and I was thinking I could attach them to her headband. I think I will. Tiny spot of glue. I'm going to put that in her hair there. And I'll have to be careful with that glue gun. I don't use one as often as I used to, and I'm bad enough with burns at the moment as it is. Everybody keeps asking me about my burn. Yeah, I caught it on my oven. I'm not very... I don't know why I keep catching it. It's when I'm grilling things. The grill is electric and it's at the top, like the grilling element. And when I'm going in to get it, I just keep catching it. And I know it's a stupid thing. And I know I should have gloves. And every time I do it, I could curse. But I keep doing it. What a nana. I think I might have to add something to re-emphasise her headband there. Let me have a look. I should have done that before. Yeah, I'm going to have to just re-emphasise her headband so that it doesn't get lost. as it were, in those pretty flowers. So yeah, I'm sorry that my hands are a bit of a mess. It's not really attractive, is it, on video, but I'll try my best not to do it again. I've been and bought some really big fat oven gloves, so that hopefully, there we go, so that hopefully it won't happen again. It is quite sore. Right, so that's that bit done. So now I'm not going to go overboard, because we've got the main idea of this is to gift all of this ephemera as well. So I'm just going to do the top bit now. So I've got some of this eyelash wool. I don't even know where it's come from, because I've not bought it. Somebody must have gifted it me a very long time ago. A very long time ago, because I've not done anything like this in a very long time. Cut that out. What else shall we have? Shall we have some ribbon? I quite like this velvet ribbon, this Stampin' Up one. It is really nice. I think I'll have some of that. Yeah, I'll have some of that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, oh, shall I have some of this one as well? Some seam, but I think we'll have a bit of seam binding. There are some things that I'm glad I didn't throw out. I had a bit of a mad one, and got rid of loads of stuff when I moved. And I told myself that I was allowed one set of drawers with lace and trims and all of that in, because I told myself I probably wouldn't use it again. And here I am. I'm back. I'm back to it. It's Kay's fault. With the lovely journals and a lovely stuff, making me want to make it. Right, let's just even that up. Okay, I'm not bothered if they're not exactly the same size, because I can give it a trim. I just want some of this velvet. Velvet's so vintage, isn't it? There's nothing more vintage than velvety stuff. Let's see if I can get hold of that. Okay. See if I can push it through with my scissors. Might not. Might be too thick. No, I've done it. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, so let's keep pulling. So yeah, I'm going to be making a lot of, well, trying to just come up with ideas for the junk journals, for ephemera and for decorating, and I'll see what I can come up with. And if I come up with out that I think's pretty and you might be interested in, I'll come and share it with you as I'm going. But this is very much, oh, come on, get a grip. It's meant to be my relaxing time. Currently losing my rag with some eyelash trim. Doesn't take much for me to lose my patience. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot, because in my experience, the best thing with eyelash trim like this is to just tie it in a couple of knots and then just leave it. It doesn't need to be in a bow or anything like that, because it's just already so cute and tactile and lovely. And these bits I'll save, because like, you know, you can tuck them around things and that, so I'll just save that in my scrap bag. So I think I'm going to leave that one there for now. I think that's fine. And if I bring in the other two so you can have another look, we now have a set of 3. I'm super, super excited. And you know, the idea is to gift this stuff on the back as well, so that the recipient can use them should they desire in their own journals and crafting. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoy seeing a little bit of my own personal crafting, and I hope that you'll join me next time, and I'll see you soon. Bye.